Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is going to be my first video. My name's Frankenberry Bonds, and I've been playing League of Legends for a few years now, and found myself hardstuck silver for quite a while. I did make it to gold, playing a different role, different champions, a couple times on a few different accounts. But recently, I really feel like I've made a breakthrough in climbing. I went from my usual silver to plat 2 with a 62% win rate on my main account. And basically what I want to do is I just want to give you guys an idea of what worked for me for climbing and how I changed things around, and maybe you can apply that to your game as well. Might not be specific to jungle, but maybe any role. So we're playing Master Yi in the jungle here. We got lethal tempo, and we went ghost as there's not a whole lot of CC I'm too worried about on their team. I find a lot of times running ghost that the movement speed, especially in low elo, is enough to have people throw out their skill shots thinking they're going to hit you, but your movement speed is actually enough to get around that before it really hits you. So we're going to ward blue. Did get that first blood there on Jinx, which is awesome. We're just going to play a very standard game here and just give you an idea of what I've found that's been working for me. I don't know why GP is on our Krugs there, but that's interesting. So I like to ward in this case, my blue buff. I like to path down to bottom. I think pathing bottom right now is really just the way to play the game, being that you have, double the chance for gold and Drake setups, as well as prio for some other things like going in their jungle and things. So we're just gonna start red buff. I always like to ward the other buff I'm not farming, which is usually blue, at 50 seconds in the game if I can. Then we had a little invade there, so we didn't quite get through that. So red buff into Krug, standard opening here, just smite on the Krug, the big Krug. Basically what I'm going to say here is farming above all. Farming is going to be your best friend, and I see it in almost every game that I'm in that this just not a priority for most people. We're playing in gold elo right now on this account. It's the lowest one I have at the moment. I've got a couple accounts in gold, and I've got one in platinum. I'm about to hit platinum 1, about to meet my peak rank, and I think emerald should be relatively easy to get to. So we're just going to keep farming down here, and I'm going to show you it really doesn't matter what your teammates are doing. It doesn't matter how bad they are. You should not pay attention to that at all. We're basically going to just do whatever we can to get free gold and uncontested gold throughout the game. And anytime we do make a play that's risky, like a gank or taking a dragon, it's going to be calculated, and just make sure that it's high probability that we come out doing that clean. So there's a couple timers that you want to be on time for here. Clearing the jungle, you want to make it to your scuttle crab by 3:30. It's pretty standard on any champion. I think it's pretty much attainable on most regular jungle picks here. I'm a little bit behind just because that opening was a little bit rough, but that's okay. We have a Yunara and a Seraphine in the bot lane. I'm not really comfortable with Yunara yet, or what she does. We're just going to take that from him, and we're going to try to get out of here if possible. Yeah, we're not going to get out of here. They might die for it. That's okay. Really, I guess ideally we could have left the crab, but we did get the crab, so I'm going to go with our handy dandy Blade of the Ruined King rush as usual. Always recurve bows are big items to have. Huge spike on Yi is just getting a recurve bow, so I always switch to an oracles as well on my first back, just in case there's anything fancy going on. I'm going to ping my teammates here that they are definitely taking top crab at the moment. And we are back in our jungle. These are the timers I'm talking about. So the first one is getting to the scuttle crab when it spawns. You do have a little bit of a window after you take the first scuttle crab to either go to your enemy's raptors or maybe get a deep ward. In my case, I died, so not ideal there. But you want to be back in your top side camps, or whichever side of the jungle you started on. You want to be back on those when they spawn. And ultimately, you want to do another run through your jungle here, and you want to be back on your red buff when it spawns. So that's a big thing I notice a lot of people at this elo don't pay attention to, or they get sidetracked. It's really tempting to go for kills all the time, but the kills aren't really what wins you the game. It's your macro play and really getting ahead. The problem with kills is if I'm the same level as somebody else, getting the kill on them is maybe like a 50-50. It's cool that I get it, but the probability of me getting it is just, it's like 50-50%. Whereas if I farm a lot and I end up ahead in levels and I end up ahead in CS and items, the chances of me getting kills are much easier when I need to. And as you can see in the later game here, it's not even going to matter if the other team is fed or if your team is inting or if you have bad teammates. It's not going to matter because you being 3 levels on people is going to change the game for you quite a bit. So we do know that Udyr pathed downward like we did, but he went to top crab after we skirmished in the river here. So I'm gonna just scan this. This is maybe a high risk play here, but I'm pretty confident we can get away with this. Our bot laners are MIA and TF and Lux going strong in the mid lane. Nothing too much going on there. When you queue things, it will show you when somebody is nearby. So Udyr's here, so alright, so he's just coming straight here. Alright, so, and that's fine. Dying again, not fine, but carryable, still winning. Still can win the game easily. So, like I said, we're going to go back to our red buff for that 20-minute mark, or sorry, for the in 22 seconds when it spawns. I really thought that him going to the top side crab, he would be going back into his jungle and starting to farm down afterwards, but he did not. I have too many cats on me. Come on, Nico. Lay down. How's your tail wet?
Doubt is the greatest enemy.
Alright, hitting 6 at 7 minutes, not the worst. This Udyr is pretty much going to power farm as well. Not a whole lot of junglers at this elo actually do that. A lot of them spend too much time ganking and too much time fighting around objectives and things where they actually waste too much time. We're just going to keep clearing, and if we see him pop out anywhere for a gank, we can maybe look to invade his jungle. I'm not too worried about ganking here. Like I said, my goal is to just farm and keep on top of my camps. I find most of the time at lower elo, people have a habit of farming their camps maybe twice, like doing 2 rotations of them, and then just really forgetting that they're there the rest of the game. So if you're not ahead in the very beginning, just give it time. Just focus on farming, focus on camps. And we want to do things when our camps are all gone. So we want to do anything on the map, like deep wards, ganks, objectives, anything like that. We want to do that on our downtime. So our downtime is when our camps are down. I've got 11 seconds till my blue buff comes up here. We're just going to take that. Mid spot is not looking good for ganks. Mid is gankable. See how it looks after we take this. We have Udyr on the grubs. And sometimes it's totally okay to not fight for your objectives early in the game to try to get ahead and farm. See, he's going to take the grubs here. I would go up there. It's going to be a waste of my time. I don't think Karma's going to come in there in time to contest. If they want to do that, that's fine. But I am now forcing Udyr into a possible lose-lose situation here where his camps... Nice. So his camps are going to be taken, and he lost his chance to get the grubs. So he kind of wasted his time, and he's also losing. And since my camps are all down, there's nothing for him to walk into my jungle and farm. I'm getting pinged by my teammates because that's what will happen to you 90% of every game that you play. If you're not on objectives with your team, they will flame you, and that is totally fine because they don't understand. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so now we have our lead. So now what we've accomplished here is we did get a kill, and we've also taken his farm, and we are up a level, and we're up at full item. So he can continue taking that, that's fine. I'm going to take this lead that I've now gained here and just kind of expand on it and keep it going. My teammates are kind of fighting, it looks like, already. Fine. Pork. Blade of the Rune King just got buffed as well, so that's really nice on us. I'm going to ping Lux because Udyr was just there. There's nothing warded over here. No objectives coming up here in the next minute or so, so smiting that's probably fine. Anything I can do to speed up my clear, really outpace this Udyr, who I think is one of the quickest clearing junglers in the game right now. But you can see, so far, the game is okay. I mean, my team's doing okay. I haven't really done anything to influence their lanes or the game so far, and they're doing okay. This works when they're not doing okay. It works better when they're doing better, obviously, but it is what it is. We know, so all our camps are down. We're on a little bit of downtime here. We did know that Seraphine used her ult in that last fight, and it's probably not up again yet. So we'll see if she sees me here. We didn't get Seraphine. Oh, that was nice. I don't know what she's doing. I guess she thought that she was just going to walk into me and I'm being pinged off. Report ADC for int. Okay. Alright, well, it's one of those games, I guess. We're not going to go... we can. Looks like we do a lot of damage here, especially with help from our teammates, so we'll just take this really quick. Try to time my Q for smites just to secure them a little bit better. We're going to take the gold that we have. It's all about taking small victories too, so you don't want to stay out on the map, you don't want to overstay, you don't want to just throw your lead away. Us dying would be really, really bad since we're trying to maintain this lead over Udyr. If we die, it lets him obviously catch up when we don't want him to. So standard build, we're going for Blade of the Rune King into Ginsu's Rage Blade. Totally standard Yi. I did go for Ghost this game. Flash is totally fine. That's what I use most of the games that I play. And also Halo Blades is fine to use too. It's just a little bit different of a playstyle if you are into Halo Blades. You have to just have to make a conscious note that you have Halo Blades and try to use that to your advantage throughout the game. And I find that the games where I have Halo Blades, if I forget that I have Halo Blades and act like I have lethal tempo, things usually don't go my way very well. We do have a ward here. The W auto attack reset on that. Alright, boss side camps are not up yet. Mid is gankable. Crab may be up here. Udyr is dead. We're going to go into his top side and see what's going on up here real quick. Top diveable. Top is definitely diveable. However, he's got a whole wave. We'll shove this really quick. Always worth getting more ahead. I don't know that we even need ult, to be honest. We'll just wait for the tower aggro on the minions, and yeah, she probably didn't even honestly need our help with that. That's fine. Got an assist. All right, we're gonna take our kill gold and we're gonna go buy with it really quick to get that gold on the map. Made our bot side a little bit stronger than we were. I guess I will. I hate getting the amp tome on Ginsu's. It feels so bad to build an amp tome on Yi, but it is what it is. All right, so you can see how since he's been wasting his time doing things that are high risk, low reward plays, he's been unable to keep up farming his jungle, and he's kind of fallen behind just with the grand scheme of things. Whereas I've primarily just focused clearing my camps and clearing them on time where it keeps them in rotation, so there's always something for me to do, and as soon as I finish clearing, the side that I started on is respawning. So that's really all you need to do to focus on in low elo jungling. It probably doesn't matter the champion you're playing or how you go about doing it, but that's really like the biggest thing that's set. me apart in my climb here and starting to really just understand more about how the game works and how to play. So we do see that they are kind of dogpiling on our bot lane right here, taking down Jinx. There's that play is cool for Udyr. He's getting some gold, maybe some assists. Didn't help his levels, and he's going to be missing this objective. So you have to ask yourself: the kills are kind of like the eye candy of the game, but are they always worth it? The kills aren't always worth it. If you can get a free kill here and there in between what you're doing, sure, that's always a good idea. But we have been spotted. That I know if they can do anything about this. Okay, we're forcing a TP, so that's. I don't really want to run it down into this, although I am pretty strong. Yeah, that's not going to save you, buddy. Okay, this might steal that kill. This guy thinks he's going to fight us. That's hilarious, actually. We're level up and have items plus our team, so there's that. And we're able to do exactly what you just saw here. I got a cat here in my mouth. We're able to do exactly what just happened here. Yes, my teammates are helping and they are here. They are where they should be. But we are ahead. We are ahead. And you got to keep in mind a level is worth, I believe, like 300 gold worth of stats. I might be wrong on that, but they are... level leads are the most important thing. Level leads first, items. About even with items with Udyr, maybe a component ahead, but level wise we are 2 levels up now. I find that I want to be usually the highest level in the game at any given moment is a top laner, whether it's your team or the enemy team. I find that trying to obviously get to 10 CS per minute and we got Rage Blade on the map, and if you have a lot of auto attackers, it is really good to go tabbies. So we're gonna go tabbies here for the AD damage. There's a bit of AD damage on the map, 3. So I don't know why Udyr's not. I thought Udyr was going AP nowadays. But yeah, we're gonna get our 2 items on the map. 2 items, really big. Ginsuo's gets our auto attacks going, double time. Really, really big for us, and we are going to look to take this dragon because we kind of control the game right now. Yunara wants to step up here. She will die. She is going to take this, so I'm just going to run at her. I guess she knows that I'm here, and she's just going to go execute. That's totally fine with me. I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, that's fine. They can chase her. Really, I should be doing dragon, but I'm so strong right now that taking this to just kind of further secure this, making sure it doesn't turn into a smite war or anything like that. He doesn't try to, like, you know, come into the dragon pit and take it last second because he's got nothing to lose at this point. Secure that. And basically, anytime somebody is dead on their team is an opportunity to kind of make a play, and they just don't have the capability to defend it as much as they normally would. So being 2 people are dead on their team, Udyr spawning now, basically. We're going to stay out of this fight until all the ultimates are gone, and we're going to use this on the... Oh, we are not going to. We're going to run it into the inhib. But it's okay to make mistakes like that when you are fed. It's gonna happen. Alright, so core items, Orc and Ginsuo's every game. Highly recommended if you're playing E. Pretty standard build, lethal tempo with those 2, really, really good. And then your 3rd item is totally up to you and what you are seeing in the game. So we already got the tabbies for defense. I don't think we're really dealing with too much CC, but we could go Wit's End to help deal with that if we needed to. We could go Kraken Slayer if we were dealing with a lot of tanks or a lot of beefy champions to cut through, which we're not really dealing with that. So it's kind of you can go Death Stance as well. I think we're just gonna go. I think we're gonna go Titanic Hydra to extend our lead here and just become a little bit harder to kill. Tiamat always helps your clear speed, and then Titanic Hydra overall just makes you really hard to kill, and it gives you a lot of really good damage as well. Being that we kind of got this snowball lead going, and we're just trying to keep pressure on the map, I'm just gonna keep putting pressure on them. So taking this objective while they can't come to it is a good idea, even though I have camps up. I really think that Atacon is the biggest objective in the game right now, and it's very, very important to take when you have the opportunity to. And on Master Yi, if you don't know, with the 2 items, Bork and Ginstuos, you can pretty much solo any objective in the game. It's good to have a 3rd item, but if you have, maybe you have like double smite up, or you put an extra point in your W, you can really solo any objective in the game really easily. Might take a while though, so you do need some time to do that. Alright, so Udyr really needs to farm because he's level 11 and I am 14, but instead of farming, you can see what he's doing here. He's just running it down looking for kills because that's what feels good. He's probably getting flamed by his team for not being good. He's probably being told there's a jungle gap, and he feels pressure to do something on the map when it's actually the wrong play. So we are just going to clear all of our jungle, extend this lead as much as we can. It's low elo, so just running it down mid is like the obvious answer here. Running it down mid is 5 and ending the game is kind of obvious, but getting your team to be on the same page is almost impossible to do ever. So we're just going to play the safe bet and take all of our camps. Go get our Titanic. We are now 4 items at 22 minutes. It's really big. Highest level in the game. And anytime you... I don't have enough gold. Anytime you complete a legendary item, it's a good idea to pick up a pink ward too. I learned that from Cenarius the other day. Watch a lot of Cenarius and Cast-It videos. We got Dragon in a minute. We can pretty much 1v9 at this stage. I don't think their team can really kill us at all, even if it was just us. But we can look to do like a bush cheese to set up this dragon a little bit easier. Like they're just gonna give us this. And it is really like, it seems almost unfair. Like we can just kind of do things like this. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't FF'd yet, but 30 seconds for dragon. We're gonna take his Krugs real quick, maybe help them take this tower. We'll probably just take this in him. We could probably just end. Hopefully. Also, the other perk about Titanic Hydra, it gives you unmatched wave clear. Your wave clear becomes insane. W the GP. We don't really even care about this tower. I don't know what just... He just gold carded me? I'm confused. Just ended up sitting there. Only 2.5 seconds of CC. Fakes. And that's GG, guys. I mean, it's pretty easy. Do less, focus on less things, focus on just the basics of the game, focus on getting your core spikes, playing around the runes that you have, and just farm is really the go-to plan in every game. And once you get really used to farming, then you can kind of mix things up, and you know, if the game starts off really weird, you can kind of, you know, figure out what you need to do to stabilize the game and whatnot. But I promise you should be able to climb out of bronze or silver just by focusing farm, and that should be on every jungler really. But I do suggest playing like a farming jungle would be a good idea to do this. Obviously, there's different playstyles for aggressive early game junglers and ganking junglers and things. So, but this is gonna wrap this up. This is just my first video on YouTube. If you guys like the content, please subscribe and follow me on Twitch. I try to stream every day. I stream at night mostly. We just stream our climb and some games with friends. So if you like the content, give me the thumbs up and subscribe. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.